Hello YouTube, it's your friendly Grubbeteer, and I'm back again with the Steven Universe. Just. And I'm back again with another Steven Universe vlog. Today's episode is Rose's room. And in this episode, Steven feels that he doesn't get enough alone time in the temple, so he goes to find a place where he can have his own alone time, and it turns out that his mother had her own room in the temple, and so sorry about that. That didn't happen. So he goes to his mom's room in the temple, and has everything he wants. He says he wants a potato, he gets a potato. He says he wants a tiny floating whale, which is actually pretty funny. He got a little floating whale, and he made like this face. That was actually really funny. But Steven, there's also an alternate version of Beach City, but everything is strange and weird and out of place. Well, the people, everything is weird and strange and out of place, which is incredibly creepy, and what makes it so creepy is how effective it would be, and you wouldn't think it would be so effective, especially on a show like Steven Universe. I'm not dissing it or anything, but I'll get into that later. And then Steven, in the end, goes back to the normal world, and he says, "I'm so happy that I did everything, and I can't get everything I want all the time." And the gems are like, "Nope." And then they go golfing, and Steven goes, "Yay, I do get everything I want all the time." And then that's the end of the episode, which I didn't... I would have changed the ending. That kind of sounds selfish, but whatever. First off, before I get into the inevitable, incredibly creepy part, I'll talk about the good and the bad. The good was that Steven was playing this video game, and it was actually a parody of 3 Nintendo games in like 20 seconds. Because he wants to, I don't know if I mentioned this, but he wants to go mini golfing with the crystal gems, so he eats a whole bunch of cans of creamed corn. He eats a whole bunch of cans of creamed corn. He eats a whole bunch of can of corn that is creamed, and he has enough little, like those little box cuts to get like $5 off at the golfing place, and he even got his dad's big old plaid pants, which is actually really funny. He wanted Garnet to wear them, and in the end of the episode, she is wearing them. So he wants to go mini golfing, but the gems can't because they have to go on a mission. So he goes up and he plays one of his golfing video games, and this is a rather quick reference. You have to like watch the episode slowly to see it. But at the beginning, they're in a little laboratory, talking to a professor, which was like Professor Golf or something, which is obviously a reference to Pokemon, like how you start in the lab and you get your first item. But when the professor gives the guy the item, which was, I think it was a golf club, he says, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this," which is obviously a reference to Zelda. And then the way that all 3 of the people in the golf game walked out of the lab was also a reference to Earthbound, which made me have a little nerd squeal, because I love Earthbound so much. I mean, I love Pokemon more, as you probably know, but Earthbound is up there with like Pop Figures and the Pokemon and Adventure Time with me. It's pretty high on the list of like the Grubbeteers jams. Grubbeteers jams. It's like a radio station. That'll be a horrible radio station. That'll be a horrible radio station. Oh, that's off topic. That's a topic for another video that I might make. So that was pretty funny. And then the fighting style was, it was obviously just a parody of Pokemon. There was nothing really else to connect it to there. I think the Earthbound one was kind of a stretch, but it still looked like it to me, so, you know what, my video, I'm a rebel, so I'll say what I want, what I want with my video. And now it's time to get to the whole Beach City thing. So when Steven's in his not alternate reality, when he's in his mom's room, he can, as I said before, he can wish for some glasses and some glasses appear. He can wish for a bookmark and a bookmark appears. But when he he wished for a donut, and when he tried to eat the donut, it would just turn back into clouds, which, by the way, off topic, but his mom's room was a beautiful design, and the music in the background fit so perfectly. It was actually really peaceful. But I digress. What it turns into clouds. So Steven says, "All right, I want to go to the real Beach City and have some donuts." So he goes through this door that the room creates, and he goes to the big donut, and Lars and I can't remember her name. Lars. I want to say it's Kathy, but I know it isn't. Okay, Lars and the girl that works, Sadie. Lars and Sadie, that's her name. Lars and Sadie are there, but they're acting all weird, and then they move without moving their legs, and they just disappear, and that creeps Steven out. So he goes, and there's a scene, and he just walks out, and it's nothing there, but it's two streetlights going down on a car, and the streetlights is flickering a little bit. And it's after Lars and Sadie appear, which shouldn't sound like it's scary, but it isn't scary. It's just kind of creepy and unsettling, especially for a place as well as Beach City to be, fun and nice, and it's a boardwalk, so boardwalks are great. There you got games and fries and all kinds of fun stuff. But a boardwalk where everything is the same, but it's made creepier, is much more effective, because if it was Beach City, but instead one of the buildings turned into a giant monster and Steven and the Gems had to go fight it, that wouldn't be as effective as the building being the same, but also being kind of turning into a monster at the same time. If the building's there, but it's still it's instead of say it's the Fry Shack. Instead of the Fry Shack, they go and it's Frybo, and he's just standing there, and you can't see Petey inside, so you may as well just think it's just Frybo sitting there, and he just keeps handing Steven fries, and he just puts out one plate of fries, and then he keeps putting the plate of fries on the plate of fries, and the other one disappears, which is incredibly effective. And because Frybo, even after the last episode, as one of Steven's friends, just in a costume, and the Fry place as a fun place, because we know that all the people that work there are relatable people and nice people, and seeing it not as Frybo as he did in the other episode, turn into a monster or something, or Petey's dad coming up and being like, "Don't worry," and his face gets all distorted or something creepy. It's just the normal characters, but as creepy things, which I don't know. This is my opinion, but sounds more effective than Petey's dad coming up and his face getting all distorted, being like, and turning into a monster. Doesn't seem as effective to me as Petey's dad just walking up and you recognizing him as Petey's dad, remembering, oh, he likes his son, he's a hard worker, all that stuff, but then he does something creepy while still in the character of Petey's dad, which I don't know. That's my opinion. There's a scene where he sees Connie, and Connie's glasses are all tinted because of the thing on her. Not the Pokemon wristband. No, the what's it called? The glow stick on her glow stick bracelet, and she's holding it up like this by the water's edge, and the water is skipping. It's going up, but then it's going back, and it looks like when you get a glitch in Minecraft, man. But when the water, how do I describe? The water acts weird in front of Connie, and it makes the sound of a record skipping, like one of those, and Connie's just standing there, and she turns around, and she's like, I don't remember what she says. She says something creepy, and it makes no sense at all. But Connie's still, the Connie that Steven likes, and is known to be, the smart girl and everything. And it kind of seemed like The Shining to me, like when in the hallway, little girls turn around and everything. That's beside the topic. This video's already long enough with the whole light thing. But then in the end, when Steven's running up the hill, and reality is literally breaking around him, the music choice I found very fitting with the scene, which was also very effective. And well animated. Most of the scenes in Beach City are well animated with like the creepy features going on. But that's beside the point. When he's running up the hill, instead of like some like dramatic music like dun 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 dun, it's like like Ben Drowned music. It like goes backwards and forwards, and like the record, the tape skips a little bit, and that was really effective. If they played just like dramatic, like scary music, like dun 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 dun, while that was happening, it wouldn't be as effective. So I think I'm done saying the word effective for now. I'll see you guys later for another Steven Universe vlog. Bye.